this way, that way, my way, their way, our way, so many ways. My God, it's just unbelievable what YouTube has grown to be in this past decade with all the self-help. And my God, it's just, it's too much. It is too much. And yeah, I do believe, a person needs a mentor for this or that. And yes, I believe a person needs coaching for this or that or whatever they're after. But the fact is, I think a lot of the stuff out there is just, there's very little to learn from it on a lot of things. Then again, there's some things you can tell that you're obviously going to learn some serious meat and taters about certain things from whatever area you're trying to specialize in. Like one thing, I honestly believe communication. And yeah, I don't like it. I mean, the science behind it, everything. The fact is, depending on what you're doing with your hands and stuff and how you're moving your body, how you're walking across the stage, all that stuff plays a huge part in it. I understand all this. To me, I don't know, it just seems a little bit sleazy to me. It does. But hey, sometimes in some things you got to put on a freaking show to get people's attention and hold their attention by the balls. Because if you don't grab their balls, you grab their attention by the balls, they know if you apply pressure, it's going to hurt. So they got your full attention. However, I also believe that for the most part, it's like being a farmer. It's like choosing the right seeds, choosing the place you're going to plant them, and the rate of growth, how much attention they need. Because if the soil was right, and the conditions were right, and the seasons are right, you get all that stuff right, you don't have to work your ass off on that part. On that part, yeah, there is. When it comes to harvest, there is. You're going to work your balls off. You bet your ass you are. But I honestly believe it's about working that soil. It's about the seeds. It's about knowing the stages of growth. That's what I believe. There's so many people out there. It's got so many how-to videos and stuff like that you can buy on whatever type of thing it is. Self-publishing is a big one. I've went into that. I've spent thousands into that, and I've learned some things the hard way. I was looking through some of my archives, 2018, and I lost about $5,000, I do believe, on basically a straight up scam. It was one of those invent help things. The 1-800 number on the TV, it's commercial. You got an idea, let's help you get it patented. You can make millions. Well, yeah, that's true. But the way they do it, no. Oh my God. Anyways, from what I've learned over these past 6 years, I bought a few courses here and there. And most of them, I think one of them, the biggest one I ever bought was a little under $500. And all the stuff in it, it's like, this is all the stuff I'm already doing to shape my own mind already. It's like, this is the stuff I put together on my own, what I thought my brain needed to be shaped. So it was kind of a letdown and kind of enlightening in a certain way. Because I thought, if these yahoos are making these kind of how to videos, and people are paying for them like that. And anyways, yeah, it is. But you know what? At the end of the day, how to think and what to think are two completely different things. One is a very, very rare entity, and the other one is all over the goddamn place. It's everywhere. I mean, the shit. I mean, my God. And see, this past month, it's like I'm in a position to where I haven't got out of this, what do you call it? That, oh, what do they call it? Financial illiteracy. So I literally haven't been able to pay my YouTube subscription, so I'm getting all these ads popping up in my face every freaking day while I'm trying to listen to motivational speeches and listening to what people's talks are and stuff like that. I love sitting and listening to people talk about topics like I like. Relationship stuff, trauma stuff, all that stuff like that. I love all that stuff. Well, I love the fact that there's hope. I mean, I don't love the shit. I mean, it's obviously shit. It's a bunch of shit. But it affects all of us. Everybody's been traumatized in some certain way. But anyways, back to these crazy videos, these crazy how-to things. Some people are getting so tuned in, and it's like now that we got the AI machines to really crunch the data and see what really, really presses in on people. I mean, just fine-tune these little nitpicking, these little bitty psychological and emotional pressure points. Shit, the customers won't even have a chance. If they even look at the stuff, they're going to buy it because it's going to be that fine-tuned. It's like those of us who know what time it's fixing to be. It's like, we'll know if we're walking through an area, we're going to like put our blinders on. We ain't even looking. We might take a little look, see where we're stepping. Plug our ears so we're not hearing all that stuff, because they'll be getting us with all that auditory, visual, everything. I mean, everything, all the way down to colors. My God. I mean, it's already been happening anyway, but it's just getting even better and better. Anyways, it's not that big a deal. I mean, we all are probably going to have to gravitate in the next 10, 15, 20 years to really, really figure out how to make money on the internet and basically be our own solopreneur or couple, three peoplepreneur. Who knows? With the AI and all that stuff and the ability to orchestrate so many different things and keep track of so many things easily with the robots, with the agents, that they predict that sometime, some point, who knows, maybe 15, 20 years, we're going to see somebody literally become a billionaire by themselves because of all the AI technology. Isn't that mind-blowing? That's freaking mind-blowing. Anyways, I don't know. I think it's exciting. I really like it. It's exciting. It's so exciting. I just wish ChatGPT would have been fully open the way it was when it first released. That first few weeks when ChatGPT was released. Oh my God. If you were one of the few lucky people to test drive that son of a bitch, I guarantee you would have been like, yeah. But then, of course, they put all the ethical guards on it and all that stuff and all the, God knows what. Just a couple things. But it tripped it up and killed the vibes. It does not run nothing like it did. My God, it was such a miracle in the beginning. Such a miracle. Damn. Still breaks my heart. That's been 2 years. 2 years since ChatGPT's been released. Still breaks my heart. God, I remember that just day by day running that machine. God damn. I was thinking, my God, it's like, this is it. This is it. Any problems I got, anything, I'll run it through this machine. I'll have it. And if I can't have it, I'll figure out a way to make it. And if I can't figure out how to make it, this machine will make it and give me suggestions how to make it. But then again, looking back on it, that machine may be pretty quick. But it's still not beating the human psyche, or what people call the human soul. Have you ever heard of a guy named Elmer Gates? Or better yet, have you ever heard of a man, Thomas Edison? Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. Well, he didn't invent the light bulb, but he invented the monofilament thing to where you could actually burn the electric through it without it burning out. So you could have a light bulb and have an electric light bulb. They say he was the inventor of 300, 400, 500 inventions. No, he was not. He used to be kind of one of my heroes, so to speak. And I really don't have any heroes anymore, because the more I dig, the more I find out they're just human also. But anyways, check this out. There was a guy behind the scenes, and this guy was good with dousing his subconscious. What he would do is he would go into what they call the theta state of mind, right in between falling asleep and consciousness. And he would do auto inquisitions, and he'd have a metal bowl on the floor, and he would hold these steel balls in his hands, and he would fall asleep, and he'd keep repeating these certain questions over and over and over. But he would do it in auto inquisition form, I think. I don't know. I only found a piece of a book that only had a couple of chapters, and it was spotty, and I couldn't read all of it. But anyways, it was an old book, or an old piece of a book. Anyways, this guy would do this thing, and they called it dousing for ideas. And companies would even pay him to do these things. He would sit in a dark room, he would shut out all the lights, and he would meditate. And he did have these steel ball bearings in his hands with that metal ball down there. And he would let himself doze off and fall asleep while he's asking himself these questions, whatever questions they were. And as he's falling asleep, he'd fall asleep, boom, and those things would hit the thing, and he'd wake back up. And he'd have a pen and paper there, click the light on, write down what comes to mind. That man right there. Do you know Thomas Edison probably bought 200, 300 of his ideas off that man? But yet somehow it's in the history books that Thomas Edison was this great inventor of all those things. No, he may have been a great inventor on his accomplishment of the monofilament light bulb, or the light bulb. We'll just call it the light bulb. Let's straighten it up. But the case in point is like as soon as I come across that information, it's like I've been looking up to that guy for nothing. It's like where he was really getting his meat and taters was from a guy from behind the scenes. It's like, wow. Anyways, I really don't have any heroes I look up to anymore. I really don't. And it's because of reasons like that. But anyways, that guy knew how to think. He knew how to ask himself the right questions. He knew how to auto-inquisition. One thing that I really loved about that ChatGPT when it first came out is immediately I started off using auto-inquisitions. And man, you can run the shit out of that machine by doing that. God damn. It was just exquisitely badass. Exquisitely badass. And what do I mean by auto inquisition? Well, it's asking a question, but also as if something is already an accomplished fact. Yeah, that's how you run the machine. Then you can't do it now. You try to run auto inquisitions in it, and it acts like a human. My beloved ChatGPT, where'd you go? We were gonna rule the world. Fuck. Excuse my French. Anyways, that's 15 minutes. And the question and the CTA, call to action, ask yourself, how much of your life is governed by being told what to think? And how much of your life is governed by you knowing how to think? Oh wait, but these words mean nothing. I gotta have $1 million behind me. I gotta have a Lamborghini out in the garage for you to understand how important or how real this is. Anyways, have a good one. See you in the funny papers.